in pursuit of enlightenment. This is a very bad time for us. Everybody is in panic. They should be. Everybody is staying home in complete isolation. There are bad things happening around the world, but what more can we do? We cannot control the whole world. What we can control is just ourselves and the people around ourselves. By contemplating your own emotional and mental health is a great start. I don't know how many of you guys are going to implement the information that I'm going to share with you, but here's to my little knowledge that I want to share with whomsoever is interested in taking. Yes, we humans are social beings because that's how our brains are processed right after we are born. But technically, we came in this world alone, and we leave this world alone. So, either you can enjoy these isolation days for good, or you can just get bored and do nothing about it. I chose to make this video and share my journey with you guys to inspire you to start your own spiritual journey in this bad time. But yeah, this is your chance to make something out of nothing. Hopefully you will. So, it all starts with being still and knowing your mind, body, and spirit. We call it meditation. What is meditation? In the earlier Upanishad, it states that having become calm and concentrated, one perceives the self within oneself. Wow, that's a bold statement. Having become calm and concentrated, one perceives the self within oneself. Wow. So here's to my own journey toward my spiritual enlightenment. So if you're someone who is very skeptical about what spiritual awakening is, it's the moment when you realize that you are more than your mind, body, and spirit. So that sums up everything. So it's up to you now how you can process this statement. So, I am a young woman currently living with my family, still trying to figure out my purpose in this beautiful, chaotic, serene, wild, wondrous, and vicious world. Perspective. It's like a veil in your eyes. If you have the right key to see the rainbow, butterfly, laughter, joy, sunshine, kindness, and beautiful varieties of green, then you are happier and fulfilled, as if you are yourself is enough to be happy. If not, you see the thunderstorms, rain, bitterness, pain, whatnot, you name it, created. Then you are basically fucked. It all starts with a thought. It all starts with a thought. So, I've been thinking for a long time about noting down my experiences in my journey towards enlightenment. Even though I have just started, I feel like sharing everything I know with the people surrounding me. Even though I'm still learning every day about the aspects of creating a better version of myself, I have been noticing a major lack in spiritual enlightenment of the people I know myself, starting with my family members, the seniors, my peers, friends, and the people I know in general. Should I be sad about it? I fear that if I go and tell them that there is a whole lot of different world out there that begins with the inner you, they would either be impatient with me or think I am crazy. Either way, I don't care. And I go on, keep on telling them and suggesting them the ways they could start meditating and reading books that could help them understand about spirituality more. I am a student of literature, and believe it or not, I was never an avid reader. I always envied the intellectual people. In fact, I still do envy them that they somehow always have a way to speak and act. But I don't know why I always came across those intellectuals who were very depressed, addicts, and in general with very negative perspectives. Weird people who inspire you to be being in love with artsy sadness and life-hating dark emotions. Anyway. But I don't want that in my life. In the quantum field, time does not exist. Note that. I love books. I love reading stories. I don't know if it's weird or not, but after a while, I wanted books that could inspire me for real. Not just temporary happiness like, oh, I can relate with the heroine, I can relate with the problems that she is going through. I am not alone, it's right, etc., etc. That is good and entertaining, but in the long run, I wanted more. I wanted heroines that could find me solutions of my problems, that could help me for a long run, Not just temporary, oh, what a great relatable story kind of happiness, but the kind that challenges you to get up your ass and work on your problems and find a good freaking possible solutions. Yeah. That's when I did need someone who could help me with my spiritual awakening. No, I'm not just a mere being who came here just to live and die and satisfy others' expectations. I am here for creating an impact, to give and receive, to learn and teach, to actually live. That is to find my truest self. I didn't find anyone who could help me. I just wish I had a mentor. But I'm so grateful that the universe works in its own mysterious ways. Somehow I got introduced to such books that helped me to slowly unravel myself. I still smile and think, when did it all start? Dude, I honestly don't know. It was a slow process, a long process. It all started with the thought of listening to all kind of people for real. Some were very successful and sad. Others were not so successful and still sad. Well, right now I don't know about being a successful person, but I am a very happy and fulfilled person, and I'm so grateful that my journey was such a self-revelation. After all this knowing and unknowing, learning and unlearning, seeking and trying, I somehow found happiness right in here. Yes, life can be mysterious. It may not always go according to your plan, but it is perfect always, either way. Suppose someone says fuck you to you. Either you can be sad or mad about it, or just smile and wave and say, bless you too. Perspective, right? Well, I'm still seeking a mentor who could guide me deeper in my journey, but I will not stop learning and expanding my life in every possible way. Richness starts in here. Earlier on this journey, when I was trying to learn meditating, it did not become one of my routines yet. But I knew it's not just sitting still and be thoughtless, etc. I knew there was something more to it. I became frustrated sometimes, awestruck the other times, but I still couldn't fall in love with the absolute stillness. Then suddenly one day I realized that I was falling in love with nature. Like looking wondrously at trees, sun, moon, birds, insects, etc. Then I was like, oh my god, I've been blind this whole time. How could I not notice that weird trees with weird looking leaves? The shades of colors, the scents, the aura, the energy, the revelation. I knew it was a good start. I started laughing more, hoping for more. Basically, I was starting to love life, my life, and the existence of an unknown intelligence that is beyond our perception and our five senses. I started doing meditation twice a day, and now I am emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually very fulfilled. I didn't need anything but my consciousness to perceive that I am a part of this bigger intelligence, and I do have a purpose in this world. No matter what, I would never stop learning, I promise to myself. Mind-body connection. Oh, I'm still processing it. In my science classes, I was not taught that my mind can do whatever it wants with my body. They certainly didn't teach me that my mind can literally change my DNA structures. I wish I knew this earlier. I would recommend you guys to pick up books like Becoming Supernatural and You Are the Placebo by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And he's a neuroscientist. So yeah, he knows what he's talking about. So go pick up his books and get to know about the miracles that your mind is capable of performing. About implementing this knowledge in my practical waking life, it is still a mind-boggling journey for me. Thank you, Dr. Joe Dispenza. You are a hero to me. Anyway, When you're still, so still that your mind is absolutely in no disturbance mode, when your awareness is all there is, you begin to think whether you are your body or your mind or a divine consciousness that is projected for something much bigger than our perceptions. You begin to question everything. Our brains are our tools, not the other way around. Mind it. When I realize that I can make myself feel anything I want, not what my mind wants me to feel, like dwelling on past and future, not what my body wants me to feel, like sensitive to particular feelings, but what I want it to feel. Just like being in the absolute present. That is why it is called a present, gift to be grateful for. Being so conscious that momentarily forget about everything but now. Then I sometimes get lost and I try to watch my thoughts silently being a spectator. It's like when I lost track thinking about something bad that happened to me and feeling sad about it, and then suddenly be like, you cannot control someone's action but yours. So, why not thinking about the good things that happen to you? Instead, we always focus on the lack, not the abundance. So, here's a conversation between me and my brain. I just imagined it like, yeah. Dear mind, you are my tool, a highly efficient computer that is given to me for my own good. If you can secrete happy hormones that heal my body and soul, why do you tend to inspire me to think toxic thoughts so that you can release toxins making me sad and depressed? So, I am not your tool, rather you are mine. Now that I am more conscious, I will mold you according to my own needs. So, please behave. Whatever, you can only use 8% of me. Rest of me is a sacred, divinely locked potential. Dare unlock it? Yes, I take the challenge. A Rocky Mountain isn't a Rocky Mountain unless I think it is. Use me well, I shall give you anything. Tire me well, you are stuck on the time loop. Hey yo, words are not words unless you feel it. Mind it. Yeah. So whenever I lost my track, I start conversing with my mind as if it was a separate entity. Books are the gateway of freedom. Thank you, universe, for making me stumble upon such great books that provided me with knowledge that I can implement in my own life to make it even better, clearer, happier, and abundant. So, how can you start experiencing such thing? Start with focusing on what you want, not what you don't want. Suppose, if you think it's all bullshit, I'm not judging you, but you should be open to possibilities and knowledge unless you are yourself Buddha. Anyway, start with waking up one morning and without touching your phone right away, just be still and conscious for some moment. Feel the sunlight, the warmth, the air around you, and just smile. Think how grateful you are that you are breathing right now. For just 5 minutes, you will start noticing changes in your behaviors. You might just go hug your mom without any reasons. Your mom might just laugh and give you a kiss on your forehead, and without even knowing, you would start elevating emotions with higher frequencies that eventually make you attract good things into your life. Our mind and body behave accordingly to what we feel inside. When you consciously or actively think bad thoughts, you emit lower frequencies, which means your magnetic field isn't that bright at all. Your mind tends to secrete toxins, eventually resulting your body to get weaker, more lethargic, or whatnot. On the contrary, when you actively emit greater frequencies by thinking great thoughts and elevated emotions, your mind secretes happy and healthier hormones, eventually resulting your body to feel more energetic, healthy, and perfect. Your magnetic field gets expanded and bright, hence resulting you attracting opportunities, love, and abundance. It is a vast subject, and there are numerous books and lectures that could make you understand far better. So I would suggest you to pick these books and read. Start reading. Be awakened. It's the time that we all should know what the great spiritual teachers once taught and talked and wrote about it. This quantum reality is a whole another subject. It's the space where spirituality meets science. It's all connected. One happy thought can change your entire day. There are many things to be grateful about. When there is light, there will be darkness too. But if we dwell on the darkness and get sad about it, the light tends to fade away too. So why not ignoring the darkness and focus on the light that leads us to the greater path? Look at the sun. It's been there always. It's hope. It's unconditional love. It's the faith. It's the light that still binds us all together no matter what. I'm still learning. Some days I'm happier, some days I am not. But I still try to look on the good things, At least I consciously choose to. When spirituality meets science. When I started reading books about this, I could not believe it myself. Why wasn't I taught about this in school? This education system though. For me, gaining knowledge is zero. If I cannot implement that knowledge in my waking life. So I started with small steps. See, our brains do not know the difference between what we are truly experiencing in our waking lives or what we are imagining what's happening or experiencing. So, when we are imagining our lives to be absolutely great and abundant, we trick our brains as if they are happening for real. Hence, our brain starts emitting higher frequencies and starts to attract the same opportunity or experiences for real in our waking lives. It is not rocket science and magic. It's the truth. We are normally programmed by our subconscious mind. When we start to shift our own reality by imagining and feeling, our subconscious mind starts to believe it. Hence, you have the power to bend your own reality. It's a vast subject, so I recommend you to have your own research about it and learn from it. When we become still or meditate, or you can say when our conscious mind is calm enough, that is, no thoughts passing by making it chaotic, that's when we have the access to our subconscious. Our brains are like a superficial computer. It downloads information without you even realizing it. We are operated 95% of our waking lives by our subconscious programs. So, to access to our subconscious mind, we need to calm our conscious mind first, which means by becoming still. Then, when we are still enough, we can start reprogramming our subconscious the way we want it to be. Okay, suppose in your childhood you were treated badly by one of your family members. Hence, your subconscious mind had been programmed itself to be like, no one loves me, I have no self-worth, kind of reality that your brain thinks. And to change this program, first you need to be still enough. Then go into your subconscious mind and imagine as if everybody loves you. Feeling how you would feel if everybody starts loving you. How you would like to change certain behavior patterns. Literally imagining how you are loved, accepted, and respected. You can start using affirmations too. There is a huge power to these two words, I am. You can say, I am loved, I am respected, I am so grateful that everybody loves who I truly am. You can state whatever you want. That's how you reprogram your subconscious mind. It's true that it may not be an easy process, but once again, our brains do not know the difference between what you are experiencing for real or whatever you are imagining. So, be creative. Now think about there are already enough bad happening around the world. In addition, we are also imagining more bad thoughts to make our lives even worse. It is fucked up. So be conscious to what you are thinking or imagining. Our brains are our tools, not the other way around. Be actively think good thoughts, imagine your success and imagine being loved and respected and see the magic happen. Nikola Tesla once said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. I get it. So, experience the enlightenment. Well, it can be a frustrating and also a divine experience. But if you are someone like me who is open to possibilities and knowledge, we need to be patient. Buddha himself got enlightened after years of preaching and practicing spirituality. It's the moment when the inner you is in control of your mind and body and space. I know it's a very bad definition, but that's how I simplify to make my naive brain understand. Enlightenment starts with having patience and experiencing the unknown. Our brains are very judgmental by nature and loves to be unconscious most of the time. When our brains are trained enough, that's when it just gets started. And then it's a long, long way further. If you are eager to experience enlightenment, let me simplify the basic process so that you can just get started. First, meditate at least an hour, twice a day. You can make it 30 minutes in the morning, just after you wake up, and 30 minutes before going to sleep. Chakra meditation is the perfect meditation to start with to get the energy flow in your body. If you're thinking, what, how, why? Well, there are plenty of information about it in the books that I suggested you. There are numerous lectures, articles online. Learn and then implement. Second, be consciously kind, generous, open yourself to possibilities. Be conscious about your thoughts, emotions, and how you react to certain feelings. Third, read more about it. Connect the dots. Understand the knowledge in your own possible way. No one will judge you for that. Who cares? Reflect them. Be consciously grateful. Practice yoga. Fourth, the last but the most important is to be thankful for everything. Good or bad, just be thankful for everything. I know that it's a long, long process, but I think it will be worth it if you at least start trying, I hope this video will make you research about this more and start your own journey. Life is beautiful. Bye.